bitch's lips chapped as fuck. Let me just fix that real quizzy. I just felt kind of pushed to share this. We have to realize the power that we have over our own energy. Things like anxiety and depression, they seemingly come out of nowhere, but they're coming from somewhere. For me, depression, the idea of like something just feels so terribly wrong, but it's literally nothing, that just doesn't sit right with me. It's always something. Anxiety and depression comes from deep-rooted childhood like trauma, shit that we don't know how to deal with that time in our lives, and so it stores in our body energetically. These feelings, they seem to come out of nowhere, and it seems like we have no control over them. And while it feels like that, that's not true. We have to remember the power that we have. You don't have to allow these emotions in your energetic aura any longer. You don't have to hold space for these things. If you are, holding space in your body, in your mind, in your thoughts for anything other than love, other than conscious love, which means effort, it's not easy, then you are essentially holding space for negativity, anxiety to brew, to fester, to linger. They feel like they're coming out of nowhere, but you're holding a lot of space for them by holding on to things that hurt you, holding on to feelings and thoughts that scare you. It's time to let go. That's the message that I'm getting. It's okay to let go. You're allowed to be happy. You don't have to take things so seriously. It's okay to let them go, because after a while of feeling these things, you just start to feel like they don't belong to you. Have you ever felt like that? Like, these are not my feelings, get this shit away from me. And sometimes it's hard to, decipher what's my energy and what's not. But after a while of any emotion, any heavy, dense emotion, depression, anxiety, fear, anything, there's going to be a time when you're like, I'm so fucking tired of this. And you're going to say, I refuse to hold space or allow these feelings to thrive. Don't keep your mind as a fertile environment for negative thoughts, negative beliefs, and negative fears. Don't allow the space. It's in your control. Space is everything. Don't allow space for things that are hurting you anymore. We are only holding space for the things that bring us joy. We're only holding space for the reactions that bring us closer to our higher self. Don't be lazy with your energy, period. That's just the message that I'm getting strongly, and I'm dragging myself with this shit because it's just so true. Feeling like, you owe your pain something. You don't owe your pain anything. Your pain is allowed to exist, and the difference between existing and thriving is huge. These feelings are allowed to exist. And how do you get rid of them? You acknowledge them. You call out your demons. You call out your demons by their fucking name. You give them a place in your life. You give them responsibility and duty. The demons are not allowed to come and run shit. They're not allowed to, base all of our perceptions off of, the shadow self and what we've experienced negatively. That's not what they're good for. The demons are good for keeping yourself aware holistically. You're not all perfect. Things have happened that have changed you, that have, caused certain reactions and energetic fields in your body. But we're moving into the 5D. We're being called to release these feelings. You don't owe your pain anything, and it might be like, oh, I've been in pain for so long now that like it's become a part of you subconsciously. So you're like, I feel like it's just, it's not right to just dismiss this pain forever and never look at it again. It feels like you really do owe something to it, because once it's a part of you, once you identify with pain so much, that is to say, identifying with anything that's comfortable, pain, fear, any negative emotion that is comfortable to you, once you identify with it, it's going to be hard to let it go, because it feels like a part of your narrative. It feels like, the part of you that has tried so hard and struggled so much, and it does become a part of you. It does mean something. But like I said, designated roles. Your demons are not there to run shit. They're not here to keep you low. They're here to keep you aware, keep you humble, and to guide you towards the things that happened in the past that you would not be aware of without them. They're triggers, you know what I mean? Use them for what they are. Don't let them run your life, and don't hold space for fear to come up. Start treating the fuck out of your conditioned thoughts, because there's no longer space for them in your life. They don't align. So if you feel like you're in more pain than usual, you're being called to let go. How do you let go? You acknowledge with love. You say, I'm not allowing this any longer. Once it doesn't align with you 100%, it's not even going to have any effort required. It's just going to be straight, I'm focused on what's ahead of me and not what's behind me. It's all about what you're feeding. It's all about what you're feeding. Are you feeding the thing that's saying, oh my God, why does everything keep fucking up? Why is my life like this? Are you feeding the thoughts that are saying, this isn't fair? Why don't I have this? Why don't I have this? Or are you feeding the thoughts that are saying, fuck those thoughts. Those are not true. I don't align. I'm conditioned to believe so. But in reality, that's just not it. It's not me. That ain't it, Chief. So let's let that shit go before we bring a new year, a new energy. Agreed? I love you guys so much. Have a great Christmas and happy holidays. And if you don't celebrate, then just stay blessed. I love you guys so much.